Hey guys, Noel here, and it is Monday night. And since Monday Night Raw is terrible, and it's been terrible for a long, long time in my opinion, and the wife and baby are winding down upstairs for the night, I thought it would be fun to take a little bit of time and do a live stream on the Noel ComiX YouTube channel. So, tonight we are going to be playing a rich variety of video games, ranging from fighting games to different types of fighting games to some various shmups. So, I have a kind of a rich array of taste, but also a limited array of taste. So, we're basically going to be playing games that I find enjoyable. And if someone in the stream decides to throw out some titles, and I have some, we will definitely indulge those out in YouTube land for their loyalty to tune in and view. I've like really messed up popping a zit the other day. It's pretty better, but just wanted you to know that about me. I also box, so I punch myself in the face to toughen myself up. So I think I also hit my forehead with my hand, and that made things worse. So, but all's well that ends well. Anyway, so if you know me, you know that I am a big fan of Hirohiko Araki in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. You can see a little bit of that influence with that Sting poster back there that I drew, with the the kind of the tough, cool guy, but he's also looking like a pop art icon with, the lipstick and the eyeshadow kind of thing. And anyway, Hirohiko Araki, he's a master at that. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, as you can see, which handsomely adorns my Trinitron television here, is a great, great anime in terms of really getting a lot of artistic flair, flamboyant fashion, and then all the really cool macho fighting anime tropes. Diego-san, how are you doing, man? I am super happy that you're here. We're gonna be streaming some fun stuff tonight. Hopefully, I'm actually downloading some stuff on the Nintendo Switch as we speak. So if that finishes, we'll be able to check that out. Just some random obscure Japanese stuff. We can check out how it's coming along. But I actually just got an SD card for the Switch because I downloaded Dragon Quest XI, which is awesome. I downloaded the definitive version with a 16-bit version of the game on it. So it's like the new Dragon Quest. Fantastic. But it does take up a lot of memory on the Switch, so I had to actually get an SD card, and that is taking up a good chunk of memory on the Switch. So we've got some games downloading, going to the SD card. So if those finish, we can check those out tonight. But I'm thinking we're going to start out playing some JoJo's Bizarre on the PlayStation 3. We've also pulled some various titles right here. We will probably get to these. So we've got Catherine, Tekken 4, KOF 11, Castle Shikigami, Taito Legends 2, Soul Calibur 4, and Buster Douglas Knockout Boxing, the man who dealt my favorite boxer, quite possibly my favorite athlete of all time, Mike Tyson, his first loss. Oh, thank you, man. I really appreciate, I want to be able to grow in terms of my, ability to live stream, and also, my just familiarity with the technology as well. I remember when we first started these live streams, we were still trying to figure out how to get an app that could actually work and make it so I could see your comments. It was a bit of an ordeal to actually get the camera to not make everything look like it was in a mirror. So, I'm really glad everything is, going in a positive direction, and that, we're all having fun here. I actually did get a chance to do a review of Vampire the Night Warriors on the PS Mini with Santino, so you can check that out. We might actually play a little of that tonight because I didn't actually beat the game on the live stream, and I'm curious to see what the ending credits are like, because I hear if you beat the game without losing a match, you get a vocal song for the closing credits. So it is a super cool game, and I love the fact that the first Vampire the Night Warriors has Trouble Man by Eiichi Izawa, one of my favorite Japanese pop rock stars. I had a clip of his from Hey 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 Music Champ uploaded on the channel for a long time on the YouTube channel, but it did ultimately get taken down, and I believe I ended up getting a strike for it. So that was really, really lame. I just don't understand how these companies work when, like, Hey 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 Music Champ isn't even on the air anymore. It's like you can't even upload a live performance from a TV show that's been off the air since 2012. And this clip that I uploaded was from like 1999, 2000. I mean, I do this stuff because I'm not trying to make any money. I just want to share what I love with people and preserve this stuff and get it out there so other people can appreciate how cool it is. So, I mean, I'm not profiting from anything, and they're not losing money because, no one is gonna, opt not to buy something based on a 20-year-old VHS tape rip. So from a live performance on a TV show. So just weird stuff, man. And on that topic too, I think the DDR video that we did where we had David Bowie's Let's Dance, that got blocked. So I don't even know if you can see that anymore. And we were like talking over that too, and that was just a clip from a video game. So weird stuff in terms of censorship and whatnot. But I mean, thankfully I don't think I got any strikes or anything like that. But it's just weird that we have this awesome technology and this awesome platform, and it gets regulated in such a screwy way, But it is what it is. Anyway, thanks, man, for stopping by. Definitely, I love chatting with you. I know we got common interests. We're a rare breed, my friend. So it's awesome that we found each other and can chat about the awesomeness that is the international channel and various things in Japanese culture. So you shouldn't get any streaks with the kick-ass videos showed to us, especially clips from the international channel. Dude, it's freaking ridiculous. Like, I ended up getting dinged for I don't even know what. I have like one strike on the channel right now. I don't want to I'm planning on re-uploading Ninja Cadets, like the OVA from the Japanese Action Explosion on International channel. I don't even want to upload that because I had it uploaded on the channel for years. I got 2 strikes because I uploaded a music station from 1989, and I uploaded Princess Rouge, this really obscure OVA that was on the International channel. I don't think very few people have ever even heard of. I know Anime Works, back in the day, had it out in their really obscure catalog of things. That got a strike. So I was, at 2 strikes. So I just took everything down that looked like it could get me in trouble. And, yes, yeah, that's right, man. We are a rare breed indeed. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. But, so I had taken Ninja Cadets down. I started putting some stuff back up, that were those International channel animes. But, I'm thinking maybe, discretion is the better part of valor here. But part of the reason I want to upload that International channel stuff, too, is because I taped that stuff with the commercials. So, I mean, that's, cool as hell to be able to see those commercials, and you don't get that kind of stuff on a DVD. You want to watch a cool anime, and then you also want to see a commercial for the Fuzuoku 9000 and Bloussant, breast augmentation pills. And on that note, welcome, Arrow, to the stream. Good to see you tonight, too. We are spitting all over the place. I'm foaming at the mouth. I'm just joking about the fact that I actually really want to upload some International channel stuff to the channel, but I don't want to get any strikes. So I have one right now for some stupid thing. I don't even know why. So I'm just going to kind of mellow on it and just kind of chill. But I was saying I really wanted to upload Ninja Cadets because I had that up for a long time. And then because I uploaded an old music station and a Princess Rouge, a really rare OVA on the international channel. Yeah, why not upload it to it? I think I will. I just don't know what other platforms there are, you know? Nick Darling, how the hell are you, my friend? I know on Star Wars Theory page, he has to be super careful about his watch parties, basically because him talking with a clock in the background to show you where, what is going on, man? Like, I don't even know. Like, I don't, whatever. Let's. Doesn't show anything of the movie. He's afraid to say anything. Daily Motion. Okay, I've heard of Daily Motion. Yeah, Facebook. I do actually have a Facebook page. I, it's just I don't have it really set up for like video access. Facebook is like that's like a little bit more of like a personal page, you know. And like YouTube is like a bit more like public, like kind of public persona. Like there's not really much different with what you get here than what you get on Facebook. I mean, and you're all welcome to find me on Facebook. In fact, I know that Nick and Diego are friends of mine on Facebook. But it's just kind of a different forum. But Daily Motion, that might be a good idea. I do, but I mean, I also just kind of like to share the stuff with you guys because, like, that's one of the ways that we all kind of met was by our common interest in things like old anime that I uploaded and just whatnot. So I want to be able to share that stuff with you guys, but it's looking like that YouTube is getting to be an increasingly poor place to do that. Rogue Drums, how's it going, man? We're just kind of chatting about some of the nonsense that can happen in social media. The internet looks like it's becoming much more of an archive-friendly format. Okay, so all right. So because the discussion we're having here, Rogue Drums, is that I'm kind of afraid to upload a more international channel anime that I have to YouTube. YouTube is my archive unfriendly. Well, that's not good. That's not good at all. Yeah, no, it's not. It's fine. It happens to the best of us. Because I'm just trying to say that I want to be able to, be able to share my international channel library with people on YouTube, and I can't. I'm afraid I'm going to get in trouble doing that, which is really stupid because it's such a rich experience. The international channel, you get like all these like really cool cheesy infomercial commercials, mixed into like this really cool just raw stuff from Japan and cool pop culture stuff too, not just like documentaries about bark or something. It's cool stuff. It's like music shows and anime and whatnot. So never in my life in a trillion years would I find a legendary YouTuber like Noel who talks about the international channel. Yes, that is true. The man, the myth, the legend is right here, my friend. That place holds some of the most significant things online. Without places like that, there would be lost for... Yeah, I know. For example, Kenny Lauderdale. Now, he doesn't upload full episodes of things. But he should, but he can't. But like Kenny Lauderdale is this great source of information and footage of rare-ish, lost media-ish animes from the 80s. Like his channel is just great to sit down and relax to. Can you imagine how much better his channel would be if he would be able to actually share his library, So, and the stuff he sells, like, stuff he talks about isn't even sold anymore. That's the thing that it's kind of crazy, man. One of my messages didn't send again. Is it the games, magazines, etc.? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe you're just being you're too real. You're keeping it too real, man. Arrow getting censored by the man. I've been looking for a long time for a YouTuber who talks about international channel. Yeah, no, same, dude. Like, so for example, on topic of international channel, and we are going to play JoJo's Bizarre Adventure in just a second here. On the topic of international channel, I used to talk to their programming director, a guy by the name of Gary Wallace, and I was trying to say a big archive site just got sent a takedown notice. That is some BS, man. That's freaking ridiculous, dude. Anyway, Gary Wallace, he was the programming director at International Channel, and we would actually exchange emails often. He sent me Chinese New Year cards. Like, I would just love to be able to, talk to him again, man, and just other people. I love just hearing other people who, got to experience the International Channel. So, and YouTube is the way that you find that stuff out. Many stuff will be lost to time. Yeah, I agree. Like, that's why the internet should not be heavily censored when it comes to this archiving stuff. Like, look, if you're really selling this stuff, make it unique and something different than you can find on the internet. But until then, man, what are you harassing people for uploading their VHS tapes online for, Anyway, the things we have to go through, these first world problems. Terrible, terrible things. But you know what's not terrible is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Cool guys, cool girls, flashy style, everyone's wearing lipstick and eyeshadow, and everyone abides by the code of honor of shonen manga, and everyone's name is a reference to very cool music from Hirohiko Araki's awesome mixtapes. So we're going to get down to some of that right now. I'm just reading the comments here. So much stuff we lost of time. No one else. Only you are allowed to do that. No one else. There's no point in sending takedown notices. I love Daily Motion. I know stuff like DBZ is available elsewhere, but you can't find DBZ with Japanese commercials on anything but old tapes. And I'm super grateful that you have found some of those things. And my Dragon Ball Z stuff does have old commercials on them, but unfortunately they're not from Japan. But they are fun international channel commercials. They are, some of it is from the it's from a rebroadcast of Fuji TV. So you do get some of the Fujisanki Communications International Channel bumpers. With people like Tamori on them, which are really cool. So, they never delete any videos on Daily Motion. Oh, I don't know, man. Maybe they're gonna, I mean, I'm on Friend Project, so you guys all gotta get on Friend Project, because they're bringing back MySpace. So, yeah, I think, hopefully these, like, smaller sites will kind of start bubbling up and start, breaking up these monopolies that can, start to be kind of Orwellian, but, I mean, we're still super blessed to be able to have all this technology that brings us all together, and, I mean, it's definitely, like, there's some annoying stuff, but there's also a lot of good stuff, too. Did you ever tape the first time Trunks showed up? I don't have that. I do have Majin Vegeta's death. I don't have Trunks. I do have Majin Vegeta blowing himself up because he can't beat Boo. So, all right, let's play some JoJo. Hopefully we don't get in trouble for, talking about our controversial topics, because I don't have a big channel, and, so I would be an easy target for the man, but I just want to speak openly with my friends, and, I mean, I definitely like the platform that I'm on. I just want the platform that I'm on to be disagreed with, but who knows. Anyway, this is a gaming stream, so let's get down to some games. I remember International Channel had one Japanese TV commercial straight from Japan about a school teacher and students. Yeah, singing the phone numbers, those 1010 numbers, right? International Channel always used to do commercials like those, like back in the early 2000s. They had those that like 10-10-3-4-5 or something like that. International Channel used to show a ton of those. I remember something charming about VHS. I have orange box copies of DBZ, but I greatly appreciate old captures of anime. And I agree, because VHS. And I appreciated this before other people did, or at least before it was like cool to like the VHS filters. There's just a kind of a warmth with VHS, the way that the colors kind of blend, the kind of soft hum. And I don't know. It's kind of like a warm embrace. It's kind of like, I don't smoke. I would never smoke, but I just always imagine like when a VHS tape rolls and the tracking line rolls up and you get that like kind of warm hum, just like Don Johnson leaning on the side of a building smoking a cigarette, just soaking in the warmth of the spirit of the age, you know. So, all right, yeah, Diego knows what I'm talking about, all right, and he knows those 1010 commercials that I'm talking about as well. Thank you, Arrow, for being a viewer. All right, let's play some JoJo. Stand up, join us, modern crusaders of light. The cool thing about this game here is, it actually goes ahead of the anime. Now, the JoJo manga has, we have 8 JoJos thus far. The JoJo manga began, I believe, in 1987, and it runs to this day in Ultra Jump after it switched from Shonen Jump. In fact, I actually can show you guys a copy of Ultra Jump that's got Steel Ball Run in it. And the way this game works is it's basically a really cool fighting game with 3D graphics, and you have all the JoJos and various villains. There's a couple characters I still gotta buy that were download content, but I have pretty much everyone. And you can play through the story modes on these games, where you basically play through abridged versions of the manga in the manner of pretty much an arcade mode, which is very nice. But you also not only go through, so basically in the animes, you go through the original JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Battle Tendency, Stardust Crusaders, Diamond is Unbreakable, and The Golden Wind. So these are the ones we all have animes for. But this game also gives us Stone Ocean, Steel Ball Run, and if I can find Gabby over here, we got the Josuke from JoJolion right here. So we pretty much get up to date with the manga JoJo's, and you also can kind of see the way Araki's style has changed, right? I mean, this style looks, I don't know, kind of like Greco-Roman pop arty, you know, but his original style, which is great, you know, it's all good, but like I'm actually I kind of prefer his older style a little bit more, but it's all good. You know, his older style is more like Fist of the North Star. But anyway, like this game is great, and it's got, you know, the villains. We've got Dio. Now, if those of you want to know about Cortland, Dio from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is based on Ronnie James Dio, and Ronnie James Dio is from Cortland, New York. And I actually live near a street that is named after Ronnie Dio. It's literally called Dio Way. I see it all the time. I walk by it all the time. It's just a little side street, but it's named after Dio. And actually, the school that I teach at is really stupid that they took a lot of this thing called the Wall of Fame that they took down, but they actually had a nice big pencil sketch of Ronnie Dio, who Dio is based on. So. The meme, it is me, Dio. It was me, Dio. You know, he's from Cortland, so good stuff. All right, we're gonna do this arcade mode here. My favorite JoJo is Joseph, but I actually think the young Joseph plays a little better. Lisa and the Cult Jam. Jolene is really good to play as, though. Let's play as Jolene. This is Jotaro's daughter in Stone Ocean. Very cool. So we're actually going to play some Jolene here. And we're going to really have the existential struggle right here. So her stand is called Stone Free. Everyone's, you know, okay, so your stand is basically like your soul alter ego. Oh, that's cool. They have like the end of Stone Ocean Jolene there. Very cool. It's been a while since I played this, so a little out of the loop here. Lots of these poses are pulled right out of the manga. Another great thing about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and the animes, especially for the closing credits, is they choose like Western songs that were inspirations to Araki when he was drawing the mangas. So it's, you know, good stuff. You get to hear Yes, you get to hear the Bangles, you get to hear Jodeci, you get to hear Savage Garden. Good stuff. And in addition to the fact that they have some nice original opening credits as well. Orda! I really like a lot of the look of Stone Ocean. I think Jolene's design is really cool. I think Poochie's design as a villain is also really cool. She called that Stone Free. Come on. Ah, shoot. Nice shifting camera angles here. Super finish. I actually drew a big Jolene on my whiteboard in school. And I don't know, there's like one student, I don't know, she just decided to like, oh, I'm going to erase it. It's like, well, geez, thanks. I didn't ask you to do that. Kind of made that because I thought it made the room look cooler, but, yeah, whatever. I mean, I can just always draw another one or draw something else. I did have to, like, kind of edit the picture because, you know, her belly button is, you know, she wears a midriff, so I guess, you know. I mean, the kids can say whatever they want in the hallways and treat each other, you know, not well, but God forbid someone sees an anime belly button. But anyway, you know, I want to create a nice, stable, warm environment. I don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable. That's one thing about being able to have your own classroom that's nice. Where parts 1 and 2 had been out, it felt like it had taken an eternity to catch them up. I'm sorry, are you talking about JoJo? Parts 1 and 2 of JoJo for them to come out? Ah, jeez, ah! Got her. Parts 1 and 2 of JoJo are really good too. You know, the original, like the first part of JoJo, it's very, very, very like shonen manga-esque. It's very much like a Fist of the North Star clone, set in London, which is it's actually really good though. I mean, it's really good. I've heard Araki say that, you know, he made Jonathan kind of like too pure as a protagonist. I liked that though. I really liked the contrast between yes, you see JoJo. Yeah, well, it's crazy because like every time there's a break, it always feels like, you know, you want more. I mean, I'm desperately waiting for Stone Ocean to come out. But yeah, I've heard him say that he made Jonathan too much of a goody two shoes. But you know, Dio's a freaking sociopath. I liked seeing the contrast of. I liked seeing Dio get his ass kicked by Jonathan. You know, because Jonathan was a good dude, man. And but it's cool. I mean, and the cool thing too about Jonathan being so kind of like one-dimensionally good is that once they introduce Joseph, you know, who's such a kind of a screw up, but looks just like Jonathan, it is really fun to kind of see the contrast between the first and second protagonists. Now, I grew up. My mom had took a lot of history of art courses. So, you know, when I was like 3, 4, 5, like my mom would show me history of art books all the time with all this like Greco-Roman statuary. So I see exactly what Araki's going for here in terms of like a lot of his design inspirations. It's cool stuff. He's also very into the whole like Vogue strike a pose thing. Ah, crap. Darn, he blocked it. Nah, he's gonna beat me. Maybe not. Son of a gun. How is this not getting him down? That's gonna do it. Each part really feels as though They were produced as part of its time. Yeah, I know. That's what's so good about it. They're all so good. I'd say, I don't know, man. It's hard to say like what my favorite is. It's really easy for me to watch Stardust Crusaders and Golden Wind, and just like I have a hard time turning those off when I start watching them. I love Morio. I love the fourth season as well. But that starts off kind of slow. It's not a bad. It's not a bad slow, but you know, it definitely you. It's not a question that you got to stick with it because it's not that it's not entertaining, and I really like the slice of life stuff that they do. But it kind of the abruptness. Not abruptness isn't the right word, but the contrast between when you get closer to the end of the series and it gets to be like cliffhanger stuff versus a lot of the kind of slice of life episodes that are really good and important that actually build up to that cliffhanger stuff. It's different than something like Stardust Crusaders or Golden Wind, where it's like, every episode is like some insane assassin fight, And when I mean insane assassin fight, I mean insane assassin fight. The amount of layers of analytical fighting and just in creativity in terms of the kinds of attacks that are used, Like, for example, a gay mafia couple putting a piranha in someone's soup that bites their tongue off and then is able to control what the person says. It's a very real story that happens in Golden Wind. Pornolef getting his soul put into the body of a turtle. Also something that happens. And then, like, the closing credits are ridiculous as well, just, like, listening to, like, Jodeci and Savage Garden and all that other stuff. It's just great. There's some great, Bucciarati talking about, Golden Wind. There are some really great JoJo fan videos that do anime versions of Stone Ocean with like opening credits, or they'll get music from Sold Out. Hirohiko Araki is actually friends with Sold Out, which is like a Japanese rap group. So yeah, they got some really cool stuff. I actually have some Stone Ocean fan art on my channel, so you can check that out in the the comic manga art section. It's like got Jolene and Jotaro and Poochie, and it's got a cool Sold Out song that it's accompanied by. Bucciarati was cool because they kind of did like a Sixth Sense thing, where it's like, oh yeah, he's dead, but we're not sure if he's actually dead, So I'm saying JoJo spoilers here, but I mean, I don't know if they're actually spoilers since the manga came out in the 90s, so freaking darn it. David Bowie's dad over here. In a Polaroid. Hiroyoshi Kage. Have you played J-Stars? I have not. I have been wanting to get that for a minute, man. I've been wanting to get that for a while. I have to get that. I've got Jump Force, and that does look cool as hell. But I know that the J-Stars game is gonna be a little bit more stylistically up our alley. Oh crap! Sticky fingers. Ah, son of a gun. I really like, one of the cool contrasts in JoJo is that, like, Araki is, like, very into fashion. The costumes and designs that he has are, really crazy, cutting-edge stuff here that you would not think a person who's like really into fighting would wear. But his combination of his love of like fashion magazines, art poses, um, pop culture, and then fighting manga. It's filled with a lot of interesting contrasts, and he's got some really cool musical tastes as well that he references throughout the manga. I think he's got like 2 kids as well, so kudos to him for, holding it down. Been doing manga for this long. You can actually find some really cool. Shoot. I'm trying to find out. There's like another good super move I can do here. I'm trying to remember how to do it here. Son of a gun. Shoot. Oh, I think I know what it is. I think we can use this one here. There it is. That's it. There we go. Yada yada dase. So, there's a pose from Darkstalkers of Morgan where she's kind of like twisted. So, like, you see her back, obviously, because the artist wants to accentuate her body. But it's this like weird contorted pose that's actually like looks really cool. And I draw it, but the way he's got her arm cannot be anatomically possible. Speaking of like weird poses. So whenever I draw that, the arm always looks effed up. And I always end up having to change the arm because it doesn't make any sense. At least according to my eyes here. Controls in this game are very, very smooth. And visually, it looks about as good as you can ask for. Really does a great job doing the JoJo style artwork through the cell shadings. Crap. Freaking sticky fingers over here. I should be there. How do I throw baseballs here? You can also just call out your stand by hitting R1. Jeez Louise. Crap. Ah, man. Come on, stone free. Got him. Dramatic finish. He's retired. Kira Yoshikage. He just wants to live a calm life where he cuts off women's hands and acts like a creep. I don't know. But he gets his. Oh man, if you have not seen the end to the 4th JoJo, it's freaking fantastic. Because they do this great thing with, there's nothing cooler than Jotaro screaming, Star Platinum, Zawardo, and, time freezing and then him beating the crap out of someone. And they do that in the climax of the 4th JoJo, Diamond's Unbreakable. Oh, speaking of, the worst bastard villains of all time here, it's Diavolo. Actually, he's a great villain. Interesting as hell design. Nightmarish power. This is actually a real dream match right here. This guy freaking cripples Pornolef. And in fact, it's a testament to Pornolef to be able to survive a fight with Diavolo, because that is incredibly rare. He has probably the second strongest stand in JoJo, after Gold Experience Requiem. Gold Experience Requiem is got to be the strongest stand in JoJo. So the cool thing about Golden Wind is, like, it's about Dio's son, but I mean, Dio is like a horrible, horrible person. Actually, he's not even a person; he's a vampire. But his son is, like, really cool. His son's a really good guy, and he wants to basically take the mafia down from the inside, take it over, and make it so it's more about helping people than dealing drugs. It actually sounds like very wholesome, but you know, the series is incredibly violent. Oh, crap. Anyway, Diavolo's power can essentially erase time and predict the future, which makes the moves that you do to him kind of irrelevant, and he can counter them like this right there. But, you know, in the anime, it's more like he's doing it right now. See, he'll do the move, erase the time, and then predict your next move. He's got, like, one of the most complicated stands to explain, but it's, like, the most, like, nightmarish stand. It's a close range stand, so if you can avoid its range, it's, you know, you'll be okay. Like, Metallica almost beat him, but Aerosmith ended up, you know, accidentally killing Metallica. Yeah, I think Giorno never came into contact with the one Mafia member in his childhood. He would have had a similar path to Dio. That's true, you know. I mean, Giorno's not a vampire, though. So, but he does have that stand power, you know. And, you know, he's got charisma similar to Dio. So, but yeah, Giorno's cool as hell. I love Giorno. And I mean, the thing is, like, Giorno's got such destructive power, but his stand is mostly to heal people, you know. Dio's stand is, you know, I mean, he can freeze time and kill people and manipulate people psychologically. Son of a bitch. King Crimson is such a bitch stand. Anyway, oh my gosh, like, if you see the Metallica King Crimson fight, like, I was so hoping Diavolo would lose that fight. He lost the fight, but he kind of triggered it so that he tricked Narancia to send Aerosmith in the area and start spraying bullets. And that hit Metallica, like, right, that hit, Risotto, I can't remember his name, Risotto, right before, you know, he could finish him off. Risotto Nero is his name. I've got a student whose last name is Rioto, so I always get it. Oh my gosh, so Diavolo's, I'm going to spoil Season 5. If you want, like, plug your ears if you don't want to hear how Season 5 ends. But Diavolo's fate is, like, the absolute worst way a bad guy can go. It's actually really, really sweet. Yeah, everyone complains about how Lee Carvello's putting challenge has such a terrible ending that's, like, not satisfactory for, shoot, I thought I got him. Nah, come on! Everyone says how Lee Carvello's putting challenge has a unsatisfactory ending where the bad guy doesn't get their comeuppance. But holy crap. So basically, Giorno's stand gets to this new level because it's really complicated. There are these mystical arrowheads, and if you stab the stands, they get more powerful. Anyway, his stand becomes the most powerful stand by basically what it does is it basically puts you in a loop of infinite death that you can never escape. So you essentially experience an infinite number of ways to die, never actually arriving at a definitive end. It's like it's like the most nightmarish thing possible. But in his stand is all about being able to, you know, heal people and kind of create life out of lifeless things. But, like, that's kind of his final trump card, and he finally catches Diavolo in that. And the way that they execute that is just freaking fantastic. So, Golden Wind is that actually is the anime that got me really into JoJo, and then from there I kind of, like, started watching it back. I started, you know, watching any JoJo I could find. because Golden Wind was so good. And I found that on Pluto TV, too. Actually, the first JoJo I ever saw was on Adult Swim, and I thought that Old Joseph was really cool. But the English dub compared to the sub is just not as good. You know, there's this subtitled stuff that really got me into it. So, yes. So they actually did some spin-off light novels with Fugo. I'd actually be kind of interested to check those out. I don't think any of the light novels have actually been translated into English officially, but I know you can find them online if you look hard enough. But the light novels are cool because they've got like interesting artwork with them. I read a whole synopsis of the George Joestar light novel. That was... I don't know how I really feel. That definitely... Like, they say it's an alternate dimension. And it definitely is an alternate dimension, because the stuff I heard about that novel doesn't really make any sense on any level, even for JoJo's. Karina's still got Jonathan's head. And then she puts it on the holy corpse at the end, which is not a bad ending, I guess. But I don't know, man. That's just weird. Doesn't make any sense. It's just like it's fine. I don't care, but it's like insane fan fiction, is what it is. Insane, officially sanctioned fan fiction that takes place in an alternate universe. That is what that is. Despite being so violent and with such flamboyant wardrobes, JoJo is actually a very moral anime. It's always about like justice and fate and right and wrong. Like those are always like the anchoring principles at the end. So, I'm not sure if the comments are not working or not. And if you're not commenting, that's completely fine. But I'm just saying that, like, you know, and I'm talking a mile a minute too, but it just looks like the comments haven't changed in a minute. So, I just don't know if it's the service doesn't. Prism sometimes it will not have comments, or my phone might make it so that there's not comments. It's not Prism's fault. I think it's a combination of the app and the phone and just different tech conditions. I know that we've missed out on comments in the stream not working, but crap. Hang in there, Jolene. Come on, Jolene. Do it. So, Retro Zoltan, our friend that pops by the stream, or is watching you play. Good. Jim, the guy who stopped by the stream, made me the kick-ass PlayStation. He's actually working on correcting the ROMs that don't work anymore, and he's customizing at my behest. He's so nice and works so hard and makes such good products. He said, you know, I asked, like, can I get custom wallpaper and music on this? And he's like, let me look into it. He's like, yeah, you actually can. So, you know, we've been going through all day, kind of emailing each other back and forth, with me sending various JoJo wallpapers to try to find the best one, resolution and text-wise, to be able to make it be able to see things while at the same time looking good. I think I found a more recent drawing of Jotaro by Araki that's actually, you know, got a lot of blank in the picture. So I think we're going to end up using that. And then for the music, it's going to be the opening to Road Blaster for the Mega CD, which I will show you. I'll definitely play the updated PlayStation Mini. I'll probably play the PlayStation Mini tonight. And I gotta tell you, like, I rarely played that before he updated it, but now that he updated it, I'm playing it all the time. That was a stupid move on my part. I went for like a close range attack. So far away. Come on, come on. You're in my range. There you go. That's another thing in JoJo. You're in my range. Okay, so guys, if you ever watch the closing credits to JoJo, like I said, they're all like American songs from the 80s and 90s. But the best thing that happens is when a new song, like a new closing credits for JoJo comes out, and then a song basically gets JoJo'd essentially. It now becomes the property of the JoJo fandom. And you go on the YouTube page, and it's just like everyone, like, you know, this song belongs to us now, and everyone's making jokes about JoJo, and it's really funny. It's a really positive vibe, you know. So you go watch like a Jodeci or a Savage Garden video and look at the comment sections, not Evanescence, not Enigma. Damn it, how am I blanking on the name? Not Enya. They did Modern Crusaders. I'm blanking on the name of the group. Yeah. Is it Enigma? I'm not remembering the name right. Anyway, Joseph looks awesome here. But yeah, go check out the comment section and the songs that have been utilized in JoJo. They're hilarious on YouTube. I think it is Enigma. This thing's Modern Crusaders. I love the fact that Joseph never dies either, but he's just like a really, really old man by the end. Like he never dies. Like the timeline gets reset in Stone Ocean, so he just ends up being a super old dude, and you know. Ah, crap! I love Joseph. He's definitely my favorite character in the whole series, but I don't want to lose to him right now. It's so awesome when he almost fights Dio in Stardust Crusaders, and like he almost like beats Dio, and he's like, what's going on? Why don't you hit me? And Dio's like, you wrapped yourself in Hammond, didn't you? He's like, ah, crap, I figured it out. The thing about Joseph is he cheats on his wife, but that's how you get Josuke. Joseph in Diamond's Unbreakable, he's still really cool, even though he's like a very old, doddering man. But I don't know why they put that hat on him so much. Like, there's no point. Like, I don't know. Like, just take that freaking hat off, you know? The effects of Hammond. Yes, the effects of Hammond keep him alive. Lisa just didn't age, you know. He just doesn't die. He also might have some residual Dio blood, as a fan theory, because of the fact that Dio, you know, drained a lot of his blood in, you know, he was dead for a little bit in Stardust Crusaders, but he had to get a blood transfusion to save him. So. And the blood came from Dio. But I mean, it was his blood anyway that Dio drained, so who knows? But it is a theory that he might have gotten some Dio blood that keeps him going. But I love that he never died, because, you know, okay, we've talked about characters dying and it being disappointing. Like, right, everyone's disappointed about the character death in Lee Carvello's putting challenge. But like, really good characters die in JoJo, and people don't really complain about it because it's always so well done, you know? It's not fans being unfair. It's all about treating the characters with respect, you know? Like, for example, like, Avdol and Iggy dying, that's some, like, I was, like, super pissed, but, like, I'm not, like, mad at the series for that happening. And, like, it was horrible when it happened, but it made sense how it happened. Vanilla Ice is such an asshole in JoJo, though. And in the video games, too. He's freaking horrible to fight. That freaking... I love when Pornoleft just kicked him into the sunlight and he just collapsed. Pornalef is so cool. Pornalef and Joseph are probably my favorites. I love that Pornalef also doesn't die, despite the fact that Diavolo does take him out. Diavolo does kill him, but he's able to attach his soul to that turtle, thanks to Silver Chariot Requiem. Silver Chariot Requiem has such a cool look too. Like, apparently, like, he's based on the Requiem of Mozart, like his unfinished final piece. Yeah, I mean, I'm a huge fan of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. The art style has been, like, this art style is the thing I am most influenced by right now. I've literally just started putting lipstick and eyeshadow on everything. And you know, I definitely... Ah, shoot! Freaking Dio's lackey over there. The thing is like, it's not even lipstick and eyeshadow. Like, it looks like it, but it's actually like... the way that Araki does it is he does that kind of like pop art style as a way to show that the characters are stronger. Like when Anubis took over that first... like one of the first guys that he takes over. When his character changes... when he gets powered up, he's got that, like, lipstick and eyeshadow look, you know? And it's just, like, the designs are just so freaking cool. I love Iggy so much. My son loves Iggy. Iggy's hilarious. And I, like, I love the fact that Iggy, like, has to fight the Pet Shop boys. Like, the parrot named... not the parrot, the evil bird named Pet Shop, you know? So we have the JoJo Capcom games, and they're great. This is definitely more graphically detailed. I do like the JoJo Capcom games as much as anything, but they kind of opted to go for sprites that were more reminiscent of Darkstalkers and... arguably did not accentuate faces as much as maybe sprites from something like Street Fighter Alpha or Marvel Vs. So it's a stylistic choice. It's definitely not bad, but you definitely, I think, see more expression of characters in this game. Although in the Capcom games, you do get those really cool cutscenes, and your finish moves and your super moves are... highlighted with manga panels. So I mean, it's just a stylistic difference, technology difference. Technology offers different opportunities for things, but it's different. Both are unique and good in their own ways. Dio's gonna plow through here with a car. We just dodged it though. It's just a great part in Stardust Crusaders where Dio basically hijacks this senator's car, and we got him. The doppelganger Dio didn't get us though, and he basically just makes the driver just start tearing through Cairo here. You know, it's cool. They actually had the manga being voice acted of Stone Ocean on YouTube for a bit, but I think they stopped the project. Like I read the first few chapters on YouTube, kind of like doing like an manga type thing. Freaking Iggy, what are you doing here? You know why Iggy is? He's small, so he can like dodge a lot of stuff. And he can make anything he wants out of sand. Aqua Teen Hunger Force. This is a bag full of sand. That's what you eat. And I remember when there was Sirloin, the second iteration of MCP Pants. Like, Meatwad was just putting everything in this garbage bag for a food drive, and like all he was eating was sand. He's like, Shake's like, it's not bad. You just have to catch it up, put some ketchup it up a little bit. Kind of tastes like grits. Who am I kidding? This is terrible. Voice actor for the Senator was supposedly Charles Marionette. Oh wow, of Mario, for Mario and Luigi. Interesting. You know, I haven't seen the JoJo OVA. I've only seen the anime, the TV series. I should check out the JoJo OVA. It looks awesome. It looks a little bit slower paced than the anime, which is fine. I have seen pieces of it here and there, and it's looked good. I mean, I knew of JoJo because of that anime. I just never saw it, like the OVA. And then I remember that, like, it just seemed like they were all of a sudden making this TV series of JoJo. And I tried to watch a couple episodes on Adult Swim, and I was like, oh, this is pretty good. And then I got Pluto TV and Anime All Day, and they had Golden Wind on it. And I just tuned in because I thought it looked cool. I did like JoJo, and I was like, holy crap, I'm just insanely into this. And then I just saw pretty much everything in Japanese, so. Manga face in the corner there. Zappelli. He's going to be on a horse. I did a Steel Ball Run fan art as well. In fact, I should show you guys the Ultra Jump I have with Zappelli on the cover. I ordered it from Anime Nation because I just wanted some manga, and I saw that they had some Japanese manga magazines there. And let me pause this here. I'll grab the Steel Ball Run Ultra Jump I have. Hold on. So, here's our Steel Ball Run Ultra Jump right here. Very cool. And if we open it up, basically get Steel Ball Run, which everyone says is arguably the best JoJo series. Very interesting story. I am a Catholic Christian. This basically seems to take place in an alternate dimension where like, the ultimate power lies in assembling the body of Jesus. And it's never like explicitly stated, but it's heavily implied. And once you do that, you have like the ultimate power, because Jesus is the ultimate being. So it's very interesting. So yeah, it's and this basically, as a historian, it's also interesting to me because it takes place in the mid to late 19th century, which is a period that I teach in school. So anyway, it's an interesting premise for sure. And it's basically the quote-unquote reboot of the series. When people say reboot, it tends to put the original series in a negative light. What pretty much happens with JoJo is Araki decided to kind of start fresh. He decided to start fresh. He in the sixth JoJo. The universe gets reset, and now it's not necessarily the same reset universe. Steel Ball Run doesn't necessarily take place in the same reset universe that happens at the end of the sixth JoJo, but that reset principle is there because there's the second JoJo timeline that is currently going on in Japan right now. It's the Steel Ball Run universe, where you basically get reimaginings of existing characters and hybrid characters. So Johnny Joestar is like Jonathan Joestar, and rather than being this like buff Kenshiro, super dude, which is awesome too, he's kind of he's a crippled Christian jockey who apparently makes some morally ambiguous decisions, which I have not read Steel Ball Run, so I don't know all the details. considered mentioning Steel Ball Run. Yes, I will mention Steel Ball Run in class. The problem is that Steel Ball Run happens like What is Steel Ball Run? I mean, there's like I teach up through the Civil War. Now, and Steel Ball Run takes place like shortly after the Civil War, because I know Hey Ya, the stand user, talks about being free. Um, but so it's but I will find a way to do it. You know, I'll find a way to do it dealing with westward expansion. Problem is the quarantine, which I actually found really helpful for a lot of students, and then just for me as well. I got to spend time with my family and whatnot. Kind of made it so that my curriculum was a little streamlined here. I didn't get to have all the bells and whistles where you have to kind of pad things out as a teacher, and but yes, I will highlight Steel Ball Run in class more so. I actually did a long-term sub as an 8th grade teacher, but I wasn't really that into JoJo at the time, despite the fact that when I got to decorate the classroom, I did put a poster of Jotaro up, because I thought it looked cool. There again is a kind of an animanga of Steel Ball Run on YouTube. I don't know how far it goes, though. A lot of people have compared Funny Valentine to Trump, which I think is interesting. Funny Valentine is weird. He starts off all schlubby, and then he turns into this, like, weird, crazed male model super fighter, you know? Now, Araki has claimed it's like, I mean, he jokes like, oh, he worked out, and he's like, oh, it's just an artistic shift. And Araki does that. Like, he will kind of radically change character designs based on the way a character is being presented. So it's interesting. I mean, and that actually is an old... oh, I lost, man. That's actually an old technique that a lot of Renaissance artists used, right? They would, like, things like size and whatnot to demonstrate importance. Rematch here. We're gonna beat this game. So they did a Diamonds Unbreakable live-action movie, which I should check out. Because usually Japanese live-action anime movies are good. It's the American ones that aren't. Although I actually really liked Speed Racer. I really liked Speed Racer as a movie. I thought that was really cool. After I watched it, I was like, wow, this is like one of my favorite movies. I don't know if my enthusiasm for it is as high as after I stopped watching it. Like, after, like, now some time has passed, you know. But I really like the Speed Racer movie. Anyway, that said, I heard the Death Note on Netflix was an absolute tire fire. I am a humongous Dragon Ball fan. I will tell you that Dragon Ball Evolution was horrendous. I think it's a fun movie to watch just because it's so bad. I'm not normally one of those, like, it's so bad it's good people, but it's a really bad movie. I mean, it's not so bad it's good. It's just bad. I mean, it's so bad it's bad, but the absurdity of it is kind of interesting to watch. I don't know how much I could actually watch it. I actually saw Dragon Ball Evolution in theaters. But I will tell you one thing that was awesome about Dragon Ball Evolution is the fact that I got to listen to Ayumi Hamasaki on the big screen, because Ayumi Hamasaki does the credits. She did a song called Rule, which is actually a really good song. So this right here is a Joe Jolian level. Anyway, the reason I brought up the Morio thing is that I'm kind of disappointed they didn't put a yellow sky in Morio. I don't think they did. All the pictures from the anime show the sky looking normal, and in the the sky in Morio is yellow. That was Araki's aesthetic choice there. I'm not good at drawing horses, but for my Steel Ball Run fan art, I think my horses are like much better because I always have like pictures of horses right in front of me when I draw them. Because horses are one of those things that I cannot draw at all without having a picture right in front of me. I'm not as mad. I'm gonna pause a second. See what. I loved Speed Racer also. Yeah, it was a great movie. I'm not mad that the quarantine is a thing as I was when it started. Things have lightened up, especially in New York. You can guess I'm not mad anymore. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, this is one of the happiest times of my life. I mean, I don't want anyone to get sick or get hurt or anything like that, you know. And if I would, you know, if we're as grueling sometimes as being a teacher and you know, and then coming home and I mean, I wouldn't trade being a father for anything in the world, but you know, being a teacher is stressful sometimes, and having a young one at home means that you have to stay up late to do the schoolwork, you know, that you can't do because you're, you know, taking care of your child, which is, you know, which you absolutely need to do, especially when they're this young, because that's, you don't want to waste this time because you're, you know, it's a really special, unique time in a parent-child relationship. So, you know, now when I stay up late, it's just more just to do fun things. But, you know, during the school year, it's like, it's really difficult. Anyway, what I'm saying is that, you know, I would rather deal with the BS of, you know, teaching 7th grade and having to stay up late sometimes. I mean, it's super nice that the quarantine happened. I don't have to do that, you know, but I don't want to, if I could not do that and have people stay alive, you know, obviously I would choose that. But, I do think that the quarantine, you know, for those who have gotten to maintain their health, it can actually be really good for them, especially in terms of parents and children's relationships, assuming that you're not from a crazy dysfunctional home. You know, kids are more directly accountable to their parents, which is good because teachers a lot of the time have to play the middleman, and it's kind of a crapshoot as to, you know, it's like, I hope the parent believes me when I say that their kids are doing this kind of thing. You know? My child would never do that, you know. But now the parents get to see what their kids are like during the day, and you know, and I don't have to deal with all the disciplinary headaches, you know. I can just teach and be with my adorable son, you know. Ah, come on, no. He better be the final boss, considering how hard he's being here. Ah, too far. Shoot. I'm in a real bad way here. Got knocked off his horse. Ah, come on. How did he counter that? Ah! Being a teacher to junior high, yeah, that's rough sometimes. Uh-huh. Coronavirus is fine with me, but I still have work, though. What do you do? And that is actually a thing that a lot of people have done on YouTube that have really cool channels. So there's a lot of great channels of people who, you know, just go and, like, they show Akihabara, they show Japanese video games, they talk about Japanese culture, they do, like, documentary-style videos about, you know, Japanese anime and video games. And a lot of them, their job is they teach English in Japan. And in fact, that's how my mom got to stay in Italy for so long, because she taught English as a second language to Italians. And she was more desirable there because she had an American accent. So the people who are learning English could, you know, have a more authentic teacher. So if you're wanting to go to another country, I don't know how much how phenomenal the pay is going to be, but teaching English as a second language is definitely a way to get your foot in the door in another country. Get off your high horse, there's a Pelly. I work as a school janitor in an elementary school. Janitors do really good work, man. Actually, the people who I talk to at school, some of the most interesting, fun conversations are with the custodial staff. So, for example, my best friend's uncle is a janitor where I work, and we just talk about pro wrestling for a really long time. To the point where it's like, all right, well, we both have work to do, so we need to stop talking about old episodes of Nitro and AEW. So, and also the janitor in the Breakfast Club, the coolest character in the whole movie. Come on, we're so close to getting him knocked out. Come on. No, 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 no. Got him. I think. Yes, please. Yes, I won. Okay. Alright, one more round. I think this one here was going to be a throw. Nope, nope, nope. Stop screwing around. These Steel Ball Run characters, like, they're weird because they're on a horse, but if those horses start getting like a combo on you, you're pretty screwed. Because it's a horse. And they're quite strong. Come on, come on, come on. Well, what's the next game going to be? Good question. I can throw it to you guys, and we can decide. What are you in the mood for? So, Rogue Drums. I had a pile of games that I had laid out. I'm thinking like maybe Soul Calibur 4 might be fun, since we've already got the PlayStation 3 hooked up. And I actually have some pretty fun creative player stuff on Soul Calibur 4. But I can show you the games that I've got if you guys are really dying to play something. And the sky's the limit. I mean, you know, whatever you guys want. I mean, come on. No, 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 don't lose, don't lose, don't lose. That is some BS right there. I hit him and his horse. Oh, come on, dude. He's got to be the final boss. Move, 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 move. Get up, you freaking... Soul Calibur 4. Okay, we're playing Soul Calibur 4. Cool. I'm glad you like your job. Actually, my elementary school janitor was cool as hell. His name was Mr. Cute. And one of my friends put whiteout on a radiator, and Mr. Cute caught him doing it. And then my friend tried to say that Mr. Cute did it to Mr. Cute. And like, what? You did this? As he's holding the whiteout in his hand. This is a real thing that happened, and I saw it happen in real time. This is what happens when you're an idiot 6th grade boy. We're in good shape thus far. I don't want to know what the heck is going on there. Ugh, come on, man. Come on, get him, get him, get him. This should do it here. Dude, thank you. Alright. I was trying to go for my super move there. So weird that you have to fight a horse in a fighting game. Please be the final. Not that I don't love playing this game. But that was a pretty trying fight there. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Right. Okay. So, guys, that was JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the All-Star Battle. So, good stuff. Good game, cool characters, awesome manga. So, check out JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's a really cool series to get into. And I would, I would say in terms of like fighting anime series, Dragon Ball is my favorite, like the Dragon Ball franchise, Dragon Ball Z in particular. But JoJo is such an interesting and unique series, and it's really a more mature series. So definitely check it out. It's good stuff. So right now we are going to play a game of Souls and Swords, Eternally Retold. We are going to play Soul Calibur 4 on the PlayStation 3. It's good stuff. So we will eject JoJo here. And put in this game. I had a lot of fun with this game. I had a lot of fun making characters. I had a lot of fun playing it. This is, in my opinion, probably the best Soul Calibur game. But I think Soul Edge stylistically is my favorite in the series because of the music, the color palette, and the character designs. But the story, the graphics, the music in this is great. The character selection is great. And the creative player that you get in this game is also really, really good because it balances focus and creativity. I think there's a lot of games sometimes where the creative player is like so in depth, and if you're into that, that's awesome. But for me, it just gets like too distracting. So, there's that. Take some sip of some Java right here in my end cup. We're gonna play some Soul Calibur. We're gonna see Siegfried wield the Holy Sword, known as the Soul Calibur, to defeat the Evil Sword, known as the Soul Edge, the Catastrophe, right here. So, Soul Edge, you're going down in Soul Calibur 4, coming up right now. So if you have a sword with an eye on it that talks to you, it's probably not a good idea to pick it up, as it just in general looks like something that is going to want to take you over. So we'll, for the sake of brevity, skip the opening here. What is your favorite Soul Calibur? 4. This is my favorite Soul Calibur. Soul Edge is my favorite game in the series, but Soul Calibur 4 is my favorite Soul Calibur. Played the crap out of this game at my friend's house. Alright, we're going to have some fun with this creative player right here. So, we're going to start off... Okay, so we have Hulk Hogan right here. In fact, I'm going to like slightly scoot the camera back a bit. Hopefully the camera doesn't fall here, but alright. Whoa. Hang on, guys. Alright, that's good enough. Alright, so we have Hulk Hogan. Then we have the Hulk Hogan, which is basically Green Hulk. It's the Incredible Hulk, Hulk Hogan. Then we have Brett Favre, the greatest Viking to ever play, and quite possibly the greatest quarterback of all time. It's Brett Favre, Skull Viking, Skull Favre, the grizzled old badass quarterback who made me a Minnesota Vikings fan. And then we have Surfer Sting right here with his surfboard here. He is a force to be reckoned with. And then we have Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Absolutely also the villainous side of Hulkster. Yeah, I know, I love Hulk Hogan. We have Carrie from The Dark Knight Returns right here, looking stylish. And then we have Noel right here. When I was going bald, I still had a little bit of hair here. So, yeah, absolutely. We have a Godfrey Ho Ninja. We have watched some Godfrey Ho Ninja movies. So we've got one of these guys here. My friend made a character. He used to come over. He made a character named Jewel. So this is not one of my creations, but she looks pretty cool. This is a Noel in green right here. And this is another Noel. So just different Noels with different sword styles here. So good stuff. But I think for the purposes of this playthrough, the power of Hulkamania will course through his veins right here. Sting, too. Yeah, absolutely, man. We'll play as Sting, absolutely, as well. He must travel to the past to save the future. Okay, gotta get back in the groove here. I'm way out of practice at this game, as evidenced by that miserable showing. Okay, yeah, so there's a block button on here, you gotta remember that. Remember your rhythm and timing here. There we go, much better. Please pick Noel. All right, we'll do this here. Perfect. The battle has finished with the power of Hulk Hogan. Yeah, the creative player on this is great. The graphics are great too. You know, really detailed yet charming. Sometimes when games get more photorealistic, they lose their visual appeal. But this looks great, you know. Photorealistic anime. Nice Japanese voice acting here. Variety of styles. Out of the ring. I wanted to see what he can do. Sting Hollywood Hogan. I want to say that Sting is got the that Surfer Sting uses the Soul Calibur. So all the creative players, I pretty much use a stock fighting style with. You can actually go in and mess with things, but I'm totally fine just having a character's fighting style and kind of tweaking it a little bit. I don't need to do anything from scratch. Yoshimitsu. So this game was so good that, you know, I was like really excited to get Soul Calibur 5, and I was pretty disappointed in it. I mean, it's not a terrible game by any means, but it's definitely... The story I don't think is anywhere nearly as good. I don't think the gameplay just doesn't have the same level of engagement, in my opinion. So, I don't know. And I don't remember anything special about the creative player. I wasn't particularly motivated to make a lot of creative player stuff on that, even if there was a creative player. But this game was just a great game. I remember just playing it with my friend every Saturday night, ordering Chinese food, just laughing about the characters we'd make, having these really cool characters that we'd make. You know, good stuff.
A being once controlled by the gods transforms into the very embodiment of desire. Battle 1, fight!
No, man, Astaroth. You're no match for the power of the Hulkamaniacs. My sword burns with the power of Hulkamania. Armor's off. Some fighting Vipers style here. Too close. One thing about these like huge weapons here is you gotta get some range. There we go. Does Soul Calibur have Yoda and Vader? So Yoda was on the 360 version and Vader was on the PlayStation version, and I don't know. I want to say there actually is a version where they're... I don't know, maybe... I don't remember if they got... If eventually they were allowed on both versions, but originally when it happened, it was PlayStation gets Darth Vader, 360 gets Yoda, but I'm not sure if, you know, as time has passed, they've decided to make them available on both versions. You know, Soul Calibur 2 really made it popular to have Soul Caliburs having their own unique character. Darth Vader, I'm not really good with Darth Vader on this game, but I do like his level a lot. You play on the Death Star, and it plays like the Star Wars music here. Samurai Cyber Squad for a while. That's based on tokusatsu. It's very, very similar to the Japanese version. And Gridman has an awesome opening that I was listening to, actually before the stream. So, you know, be on the lookout for that. Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad video coming. Look out for check out Gridman's opening. It's really, really good. I might actually try to play that on the stream. I don't think we can get in trouble for playing that. Ring out. What you gonna do when the power of Hulkamania runs wild on you? Siegfried.
After suffering at the hands of fate, he finally obtains the power to atone for his sins.
Siegfried is cool as hell in this game. This is like easily... This is like one of my favorite video game characters right here is Soul Calibur wielding Siegfried. And I say that because I'm trying to knock him off the edge here. I mean, his design is just incredibly cool, and his story is cool as well. The idea that you had the guy who, you know, was like the crazy evil nightmare, you know, repenting of his past wrongdoings with the opposite sword, you know. That's one thing I didn't like about Soul Calibur 5 is Siegfried was just kind of generic. I don't know. And then I remember there was like this really like long, kind of boring, meandering story mode kind of thing with Soul Calibur 5. It's like, just give me a freaking arcade mode with cool characters and then weave the story into that, you know? Apprentice. This is a, which is better, Tekken or Soul Calibur? I'm better at Tekken than Soul Calibur, but I'm not going to say that one is better than the other. Just depends on what you're looking for. I think personally, man, I don't even know, man. Like, this game, okay. So my favorite Tekken is Tekken Tag 2, and my favorite Soul Calibur is Soul Calibur 4. Out of those two games, I'm more into playing Tekken Tag 2. But I've had so much fun with the creative player on this game, and also the gameplay on it is very, very good. So it's just really a matter of personal preference. I personally find that Tekken, at least for my skill set, has a bit more range in the fighting. But I don't know, for a weapons-based fighting game, this is, I think, about as good as you're going to get. I mean, if you like Plasma Sword or Bushido Blade, those are definitely other options here. But Soul Calibur is a great, great series. This guy's a pain in the neck here. Yoda or Darth Vader, and why? As a person, Yoda. In terms of having a cool look, Darth Vader. So, Darth Vader looks cool as hell. But if I was like, oh, who do you want to be when you, like, someone's like, who do you want to be when you grow up, Yoda or Darth Vader? I would choose Yoda, because Darth Vader is not a good person. But, I mean, ultimately, he ends up being an okay dude, but Darth Vader's got a really cool look. He's tough, but, you know, he's definitely, he's the heel, so. Tekken's better. Tag 1 and 2 and 4 are really good. 4 is my favorite. I actually have Tekken 4 pulled, because I was planning on playing that tonight, so we can play some Tekken 4 after this. I really like the look of Tekken 4. Come on. So we'll play Tekken 4 after this. There you go. But Tekken Tag 2, I think, is the ultimate Tekken game. It's got a complete roster of all the characters. The gameplay is fluid and familiar. Beautiful. Graphics are insane on it. Music is ridiculously good on Tekken Tag 2. So, come on. Got him. Went for that desperation throw there, and it worked. Yes, play all the Tekken games. Well, I'll at least play 4. 3 and 4 I find particularly good. They're all good. I mean,
The great king awakens after thousands of years with true power in his hands.
it's the final boss. Man. Not good, not good. That's one thing about the Soul Edge that I don't like as much is it's a little harder to thread together combos with it, darn it.
Battle 2, fight.
Oh, will you please get knocked off of the freaking platform here? So who is following the Dr. Disrespect story? I got him. Because that story is insane. I don't really watch Twitch. And now I think I'm better than it or anything like that. I don't really watch these like super popular streamers, but I do like Dr. Disrespect. I have seen some of his stuff, and I think it's really funny. The whole like him winning the 1993-1994 Blockbuster Video Game Championship. The fact that he's the fact that he's like this kind of crazy macho, nerdy persona. Yeah, I have no idea, man. I don't know why he's banned. I can tell you some theories I have, but it's nothing. It's be nothing but gossip. I used to be afraid of Tekken 4 when I was young because of the aesthetics and Tiger King, and Yoshimitsu. I thought Tekken 4 was so pretty. I mean, I played it when I was like right out of high school. Maybe we're going right now. I don't know. We're not doing well against him. We will play Tekken 4, though. I do like Tekken 4. Come on. Man. Hopefully this won't... I don't like rage quit, but it's not my style. But I might quit before I get too frustrated. But I'm not gonna. I think we're doing pretty well. Not right now, but cool. We've only lost a few times. I just don't want you guys to get bored watching me just struggle to beat a single character. I think our internet connection is a little unstable, but it looks like we're back to normal now. That got him. First time I played it, it was like 7 or 8. Yeah, it's very... Yeah, I can see that being a little scary. I used to be scared of Goro on Mortal Kombat. I used to get nervous about him dropping down from the ceiling. And Sabretooth, when he would hop out on the X-Men. I can tell when Santino gets scared sometimes when I play. Like, I had to kind of cut my Darkstalkers review short because he's getting a little nervous. There's nothing really scary in it, but like once I start losing to a kind of a big final boss character, he'll kind of be like, I don't want to play this game anymore. Oh, we're so close. Get out of the ring, you POS. Ah, oh, come on. We'll get him. Right after I have this sip of coffee. Santino, he is the best. Yeah, tell me Goro's scary as F, yeah. Actually, this is kind of making me want to play some Mortal Kombat, too. We're going to play Tekken 4 after this, but... Have I ever played the Genesis Mortal Kombat for you guys? With blood code and cheat enabled and all that good stuff. I know I've got reviews of it up on the channel, and I know we've played the arcade version of it. But the Genesis version, in my opinion, is the best version. Yeah, Santino's just the best thing that's ever happened. He's the cutest, most lovable, buddy. Get out of the ring, you piece of crap! Get... come on! come on, man. We're so close. Yeah, you have done it live. Okay, I won't do it anymore. I mean, we can always revisit it, but it's not going to be a priority tonight. Man, I want to beat this game. Should have set this to 1 round. This nonsense. Alright, we'll give it a few more goes. But this is not going well at all. Just blocking everything and this mystical gun arm here. Trying to get cute with a combo there, and that didn't end well. Come on, move. Ah, jeez. Alright, let's... Alright, if we don't beat him in like 2 more tries here... Hulk Hogan sucks. You mentioned struggling to find a viable PC laptop for capturing footage. Yes. You can rip VHS captures onto DVD. Yeah, I do have a DVD recorder, so yes, I can do that. I have to actually get a head cleaner for it, though. I have one VCR that actually works well. And then my DVD VHS dubber, it's been eating tapes, so I need to get a head cleaner, get that checked out. Level up style nightmare. I don't know what that even means, but whatever. So I do have a way to dub, and I actually have dubbed some stuff onto DVD. Alright, there's a ring out, so that's good. Some of GT. Yeah, I've got all of GT pretty much on tape from International Channel. Good, thank God, we beat the game. Alright. Right before we were gonna stop, too, alright. Some of the GT captures I have were done way back in the early 2000s, so they... You know, probably a lot of stuff might have been off International Channel, because that was when GT was shown on International Channel. It was early 2000s, like 2003, 2004. So, we beat the game, so that's good. We're going to play some Tekken 4 right now. So, that's also good. The ones I have were straight from Fuji TV, even better, man. That's awesome. I'd be super intrigued to check out the commercials on those. All right, we'll get get Tekken 4 with Jin, his face hidden by the hood of his jacket. I believe the only International Channel ones I have are Goku versus Frieza. Man, you got some nice stuff, man. Old TV Pearl Cantonese subs. Interesting, man. Wait, so it's Japanese subbed in Cantonese? Or it's Cantonese subbed in English? Because that, I mean, it all sounds interesting. We're going to take a little bit of a walk. I've been trying not to eat after 10, but I do kind of want a snack, so... What should we have here? Oh, look! Mike and Ike. Of course, in our house, everything like this is just called Juji Fruit, because I have a habit of going to the drugstore and buying Juji Fruit with Santino, so everything like this is Juji Fruit. Japanese with Chinese subtitles along poorly Japanese, Chinese, English subtitles. So you basically have like 2 sets of subtitles on that. That's interesting. Okay, where's Tekken Tag? Not Tekken Tag. Tekken 4. Actually, we're gonna swap our TVs here. We're gonna put the games on the JVC PVM. Yeah, man. Yeah, the fan sub scene was interesting back in the day because of all the, it's basically like, VHS dubbing communities and stuff. Like, I don't even know. Like, I mean, I was around at that time for sure, but I wasn't, like, following how to track down stuff in Japanese. I mean, that's freaking awesome, though. I mean, I wish I was. Luckily, by the time I got really into anime, International Channel was my way that I was able to get. It was my way that I was able to get more authentic anime, and I would just constantly be emailing them thanking for anime where I could actually see the stuff, like the opening and closing credits. Cut to hell or just totally taken out. I compare the orange boxes, which are probably the best home release, to some of the fan subs, and the latter definitely has far better audio quality. Interesting, huh? Kind of nice, but yeah, it's interesting that the. I mean, you'll find okay. So the fan subs that I started to get into were things like Naruto. Like, my friend would get the fan subs of Naruto, and we'd he'd burn me those on tape. We'd watch them on YouTube. Those were like way better. Another message got cut. Man, you were pushing the envelope here, my friend, with your controversial statements. Like, freaking the man does not want to hear what you have to say. With all your views about VHS tapes. I meant to say all of DB and some of Z were licensed here in the US. I never knew you could mail to International Channel. Yes, I emailed them quite a bit, and they listened, man. Like, I remember I emailed them one time, and I was like, hey, you guys are kind of cutting off some of the credits of Dragon Ball GT. Can you do something about that? And they did that. Yeah. I meant to say that DBZ and all of Z were licensed here in the U.S. before Funimation. I remember like hearing about there being a weird, like some like early, like not early, but like some '80s attempts, '80s like really early '90s attempts at bringing Dragon Ball over. So, yes. Where's my? Okay, here we go. All right, so we're gonna turn on the PlayStation 2 here. Get some Tekken going here. Set up our camera. All right, guys, hold on a second. So something weird tends to go on. There might actually be something wrong with this SCART cable here. Because I've noticed a couple of times that we're getting pretty scratchy audio. And I don't know what's going on here. Because the picture looks great. The audio on the other SCART monitor is fine. So I'm thinking there might actually be something wrong with this cable. Alright. Tekken 4, that's right. You missed us beating Soul Calibur Rogue drums, but that's fine. Things were all subtitled without anything being taken out, similar to International Channel. Well, international channel, listen to your request. Yeah, no, that's awesome. No, they were like super cool, man. They like they cared. Man, the audio on this is all scratchy. Hmm. Yeah, what the heck, man? I don't know what's going on. I mean, for you guys, you can't really hear the audio, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, you can hear it, but it's not like that huge a deal. But I don't know why the audio is being scratchy on this. No, no, I saw that I've been here the whole time. Well, that's good. Christy. Maybe if I take the audio cord out and put it back in. No, that didn't do anything. Maybe if I jiggle some stuff here. If I try to get the cord in harder. Eh, it doesn't seem to be doing anything here. TV's broke. It's not the TV. The TV's fine. There's no speaker on this TV. This is a video monitor, so it doesn't have any. No, PS2 is not broken either because this the if I put this on another monitor, like if I put the PS2 connector to another TV with a SCART connector, it's gonna work. So there's something possibly wrong with the SCART cable's audio. But I messed with it. Actually, one of the reasons that our last live stream was a bit late was because I was trying to mess with the audio because it was being kind of weird. Maybe I put it in mono. Nope, it's not doing anything either. But now it's just making things sound more muffled. Love the graphics on this game. It's so pretty. Gonna be Christy Montero. Story mode for Christy's really good too. You know, I mean, I think there is probably something wrong with the audio on this cord, though, and it's really weird. Because I've noticed, like, some games, like, it sounded like they were just automatically in mono, and I thought, oh, that's odd. And now the SCART is broken. Okay, so the way I have this is I have a SCART to what's called a BNC converter, because these video monitors use something called BNC. They're these inputs that they're not standard inputs for consumer grade TVs, but you can get regular things like to convert to BNC really easily. So to get a SCART to BNC converter is not difficult at all, and I just have it done through a cable. And I basically have this SCART cable. I have a SCART to BNC cable, and then I have a male to female converter at the end of it that lets me plug and unplug games. So the games SCART cords. And I did have a SCART selector for a little bit that let me put 4 SCART plugs in at the same time, but the video quality was not as good going into that. So we are definitely playing this too. Oh yeah, right on, man. Yeah, I love the Capoeira guys. I actually like Christie's other costume better, but it's all good. Man, the audio on this is horrible, though. I'm gonna have to... I'm probably gonna have to order a new cord. Gonna fight Bob Sapp over here. I mean, the video is perfect. I just don't know what's going on. Because I don't know if you guys can hear this or not, but the audio is just crazy scratchy. I wonder, there might be something wrong. Maybe, okay, so my other theory could be that there's actually nothing wrong with the cord itself, but there could be something wrong with the auxiliary cord that's going from this box to the speaker. Because I basically have a kind of a surround sound setup in my room. So I have this really long aux cable that goes from the PVM to a portable speaker in another part of the room. So it kind of gives you this kind of like surround style. So we could actually do a little experiment and see if switching the aux cord would help. I don't think it's the speaker. Because I've tried unplugging the cord and replugging it. Shall you? This is a great level. I really like the look of this game here. You know, I think True Sinister was on here the other night talking about how good the graphics on the Xbox were, but you know, if you just got the right developer to do the stuff on the PlayStation 2, I mean, it could just smoke pretty much anything. I say that as we fight in a room full of smoke. Man, I love the capoeira characters. I don't like playing as boxing characters. You better have a subwoofer in there. I do have a subwoofer. I have a subwoofer that glows with a blue light. It works great. I like to box, but I don't like to play as boxing characters all the time in games like Tekken, because then I start thinking about like how to really fight versus how to fight in the game, and then it just kind of throws me off. Because like the way I fight in a game, I mean, it does have similar rhythms to how I would normally fight, but then if it's like I'm fighting as a boxer, like I'm trying to play as Steve or something in here, I think about like, oh, well, maybe I should do this combo or something like that, and it doesn't like I'm not in a gaming mindset, you know. It's kind of hard to explain. Panda's so cute. Yeah, so, I mean, when I tested out Dead or Alive 2 for the last stream, Dead or Alive 2 Ultimate, that was when I first noticed everything was all scratchy on the speaker. So I connected the Xbox to the other TV and it sounded fine. And then I turned some stuff off and turned it back on. I tried to get any, just kind of blow any dust off of anything. Swap, took the cord in, put the cord out, kind of, popped it in and out. And I mean, for whatever I did, like the sound went back to normal. But tonight, now that I'm using this TV and speaker again, we're back to this weird scratchy sound. That is, I think probably impacting me more than it's impacting you because I'm talking over things. So, I mean, what I was trying to say about, like, that boxing thing was I'm thinking less about the flow of the fight and more about individual punches. I really am... I like how you fight Heihachi. I'm amused by the sumo thong in a steel cage coliseum. Very interesting change of attire. Trying to think if there's anything we would have done that could have like blown the speaker or anything, but I don't think it's the speaker. Got him. Nothing beats some good capoeira movement. I messed up that a little bit. I think if memory serves me correctly. 1, 2, punch. There it is. That's how you finish that combo. Good. Yeah, Tekken, I really appreciate the combo system in Tekken. Oh, what, we don't get an ending? So we just did the arcade mode? Actually fighting in a diaper. It's true. Chewing on some Mike and Ike's here, so hopefully that doesn't distract too much. I want to show you guys. We won't do a whole like run as Jin, but I love the artwork. These like watercolor manga pictures here are really, really nice. Now, you can't really hear the narrator because the speaker's all messed up on this monitor here. This artwork actually reminds me a bit of the artwork in Metal Gear Solid 2. I love these figure drawing lines here. This is like exactly the kind of line work that I like. Yeah, a criticism of Tekken 4 was that it didn't have as many characters. I mean, I hear you for sure. There might have been some concern about pushing things graphically and then trying to make sure the characters that you did have looked freaking awesome. This is my favorite look for Jin here. Mainly because, I mean, Jin in this game was like trying to do the right thing. Plus he had a really unique look with that hood. Did anyone watch PewDiePie's? I didn't watch it, but actually I did watch a couple of clips of it. He live streamed Lee Carvello's putting challenge, and it was really funny in some of the clips I saw. So the story mode is, I mean, it's great. It's just like the arcade mode. Except it's got mixed into it these really cool watercolor anime sketches, that storyboard things, and then you get a cool ending. So I'm gonna actually swap the camera around here because I'm eating candy and we played through Tekken 4, so I'm trying to think of something else to play. I'm going to have to tinker with that monitor setup, at least with the audio, because it's very, very scratchy. So either have to like try to swap the aux cord, test a different aux cord, or worst case scenario, have to buy a different SCART cable for that monitor, different SCART to BNC. So, but we still have lots of choices. Let's see. Now, I was downloading some games on the Switch, so it might be interesting to see if those finished. Just downloaded some Japanese titles I thought looked interesting, so we'll check out the Switch, and we'll see how that's coming along. Well, the Switch is hibernating right now, but we didn't play it for so long, which makes sense. So we will move things like so. We'll turn off ye old PS2. Man, okay, so I downloaded Dragon Quest XI. There was an RPG I thought looked cool called Fairy Fencer F Advent Dark Force. And then this weird RPG where, like, you date these Japanese girls or something. So, and it had like real actors. So I thought that looked interesting. The Summer Sweetheart game. How much longer till this downloads? 20 minutes. So I'm sure you guys want to see this game here. So yeah. I have a fun game we can play. A game that I've talked about many times on this channel. So we're going to leave the Switch on. Summer Sweetheart is the sequel to the Sexy Rock, Paper, Scissors. It may very well be. So we got 20 more minutes till that game finishes. It's just the game's taking a long time to download. I'm sure it's got some stunning 4K in it or something. So I may fall asleep. Good night now. I normally just fall asleep watching these things. It helps me sleep better, as well as having a fan or ambiance. Oh, thank you, man. Enjoy my shrill, charismatic voice, chewing juji fruits, and playing awkward Japanese video games as you drift into dreamland. I appreciate you stopping by, being a friend, having cool things to say. So, good stuff. I don't know how much longer we'll stream. I mean, I know it's like probably creeping up on midnight. Once I see the 15% thing on the phone, that's always my cue to wrap it up because I'm going to stop seeing the comments. While we're waiting for this to finish, we'll turn on the PS4 and we'll, good night, man. We'll probably play something really crazy, something really frustrating, like Dead or Alive. Not Dead or Alive, like Art of Fighting. There's some Art of Fighting too. Oh yeah, we were playing Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite on this, which is not a good game. Oh hey, we ever played any Sonic Mania? Let's play some Sonic Mania. Oh, the disc isn't inserted. Alright, hold on. Where's Sonic Mania? Oh, you guys, let me show you something cool. If I can find it. Yep. Okay. Off of Etsy, since Sonic Mania is supposed to be like a Sonic game on Sega Saturn, I actually have this custom Sega Saturn Sonic Mania box made. So, yeah, it's really cool. It's a Sega Saturn Sonic Mania box. I mean, lots of people were more familiar with the Sega Genesis than the Sega Saturn, but Sonic Mania is like a 2D Sonic game on the Sega Saturn. So, good stuff. And of course, being typical Noel, we have the Final Fantasy Remake disc in here. Why don't we, you know what, screw it. We're going to put in some Final Fantasy Remake. Okay. We're not going to play Sonic Mania. We're going to play some Final Fantasy VII Remake. I am increasingly tempted to just start streaming this game because I never have time to play this game. I love doing the streams and don't want to stop doing the streams. But anytime I try to get some time to do play Final Fantasy VII Remake, I just always end up falling asleep on the floor. So, you know. Alright. Cloud Strife. Yeah, this game is freaking great thus far. Some quality stuff. Turn the volume up a little. Move the camera in a little. Continue. Alright, we are in the slums. The sprawling slum quarter beneath the Sector 7 plate. Life is mean and meager in this dark section of Midgar, a stark contrast to the thriving cityscape above it. Despite the poor quality of life, there's a strong sense of community and independence among its people. Absolutely. I'm gonna hit the lights. Okay, there's Cloud here. I actually don't remember what I'm doing here. It's been a little bit since I played this. See, there's a check mark here that I gotta go to. JRPG Nights with Noel. Oh, dude, I can totally do that. We did play some Battle Golf for Yui. Now, that is a unique JRPG. This game looks freaking insanely good. People talk about Last of Us looking good. This looks like way better than Last of Us. Okay, so we just gotta go to 7th Heaven. That crazy lady let us sleep in her couch or whatever. I liked it better in the original game where you got to sleep in the basement of 7th Heaven. And you got to talk about how Barrett's snoring keeps you up. Come on, where's 7th Heaven? 7th Heaven. Something, something with the heart of a family. 7th Heaven. Collecting music discs. You may hear music near shops and certain characters. Approach a music icon. Interesting. Alright. Where's this music? Got some smooth grooves here. It's playing the Chocobo theme. Like in a rap remix here. Alright, whatever. I'm trying to, like, follow the map here to get to 7th Heaven. Oh, look! It's me if I looked slightly different. Hello, Final Fantasy VII. Vaguely looking like Noel. Person here. Come on, can I get around this table here? Is there a way for me to, like, snake around it here? We have to go back downstairs. So, I mean, like, this is interesting, though, because, like, I don't normally stream RPGs because I'm so used to just talking and describing the action here. You know, and with RPGs, there's kind of some stuff to absorb. I'm not always, like, stellar at multitasking. But at the same time, this is a really, 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 really cool game. Now, but see, like, now we're going, like, farther away from 7th Heaven. So this is definitely not the right way to go. This is Noel in real life. I just get lost all the time. Okay, I can tell we're getting closer to 7th Heaven. Did we pass it? Is this it? Yes. Alright. There's Tifa. Tifa looking good. What is this, like a coffee filter simulator or something? Like, these water filters won't change themselves. Why is Tifa talking about water filters in this remake? I'm not a salesman. I'm a soldier. Nice, attention to detail on those gloves there. I'm going to follow Tifa because she's pretty and wearing a short skirt, and I know her and like her character. Where are we going? Nice tunes here. Ooh, looks like we can get a record player. Man, I would absolutely rock this song in either a car or phone or cassette tape or burned CD. Anyway, it's just awesome music here. I'd try to buy this here. Let's see what kind of materia we've got here. This is actually my first time in here looking to buy materia. Where? I've got $1,500. Deadly dodge materia. Lightning materia. This healing materia is going to be important, though, so we should at least get one of those. And that's going to leave us deadly dodge. Attacking command will do damage immediately after dodging. I'm going to give this a shot here. Not enough gil. Okay. And I guess we don't have enough money. But we got what we got. Items here. Might as well just... We got a lot of potions. Let's just get some Phoenix down. Can never have enough Phoenix down. No, thank you, my kind sir. You and me, man. We're gonna have beef over this whole Tifa issue. Alright. Although, you know, Cloud's got Eris as well. He's a regular stock up here, and he might throw in for you, maybe. Well, geez, he's hitting on you in front of me, who could very well be your boyfriend. He doesn't know that. Alright, she's a collaborator with a domestic terrorist group. Well done. Not that I'm advocating domestic terrorism, unless you're trying to literally prevent the planet from getting ripped in half by an evil man. See, she understands that I might be her boyfriend. She's not trying to turn on the charm here. Big sword with no skills. I've got skills. Look, me looking glum is what distinguishes me from previous RPG protagonists of the early to mid 90s.
ほれ、手を出しな。マーレさんありがとう。じゃあ行くね。稼いでおいで。
Taking a break at rest spots recovers your HP and MP. Alright, good to know. Since I haven't fought anybody, I don't think I really need to take a break here.
マーレさんのおかげですぐここになれたんだ。
ここは長い団が見回り強化してくれるってよ。
5年かな。
人で足りないんじゃない？
そんな話より集金集金。次が最後の武器屋さん。
Last stop is the weapons store.
ティファちゃん。あのフィルター全然効果ないぞ。
申し訳ございません。ではこちらのフィルターを試してください。
People sure like their coffee filters in this game.
ではここまでの生産お願いします。
なんだ？効果ゼロなのに払うかよ。
代金は彼に。
世の中舐めてるんじゃねえぞ。
払うよな。ありがとうございました。これでフィルター効果が。
Yeah, this guy doesn't want any cloud.
受け取ったし、武器見てみる？
それよりバレットの集金はいつ終わるんだ？
今晩の開店前には。それまでまだ時間があるけど。
It is interesting playing this game how they pace the story to really fill in a ton of time that really just kind of gets either glossed over or you know, it's kind of just like immediate in the original version of this game. Tifa's got red eyes. That's pretty interesting.
自警団の仕事を肩代わりとか？ほぼボランティアだけど、縁はつながるよ。
やってみよう。
Legend of Heroes, Ease, etc. If you're going to mess around with JRPGs more often on stream, maybe take a look at some of Nihon Falcom's stuff. I've got some Ease on the PC Engine Mini. Legend of Heroes, is that on PlayStation? I've heard of it. I don't know what console it's on. Are you guys liking me messing around with JRPGs? Because we can do this here. I just don't know, like, you know, some RPGs might not always be everyone's thing to watch. They're definitely a little bit more methodically paced. I have a horrible sense of direction. Although you might find that amusing. Where is Tifa? Did she ditch me? We can go back to 7th Heaven here. I personally wouldn't mind it, but they're quite often the long game. Okay, cool, man. Well, duly noted. Just keep in mind, you're seeing here, I easily get lost. Can I open this door here? No. Alright. Okay, so I bet Tifa went upstairs. Maybe. Maybe I don't need to talk to Tifa. Okay, no, there we go. A lot of Legend of Heroes games are on PS4. But most of them with the PSP titles. Interesting. Got Eric Andre doing yoga down here. His show with Hannibal Buress, that like like VHS filtered talk show. It had its moments, but then at the same time, like all those comedians get like kind of, I don't know, smug and pretentious. They're like, yeah, I'm better than you because I was a loser in high school. It's like, if you say so. They're better at me because they're not going to get lost playing RPGs as much. So kudos to them for that. Do I go back in here? I'm seeing this arrow here, but I don't exactly know. I mean, she said that Barrett is going to be a bit. There's our stairs. So if you really want to get put to sleep by the Noel live stream, you can watch me get lost playing Final Fantasy VII Remake as I plow through people. Out of my way, you. I've got important business to take care of. Like reading signs on old tin roofs and pushing townspeople armed with rifles. We do this while our potentially inappropriate Switch game downloads, which, I mean, I'm downloading that game with no expectation of it being inappropriate. I just think it looks interesting. I do like how in this game you just kind of run around and hear people talk. So we are like... Okay, so our checkpoint is here, and we're like all the way over here. So... Okay, we should be like right at our checkpoint here. Is this still the weapons shop? Yeah. What the frick am I supposed to do? What's your current mission? I'm in the Sector 7 slums for the first time. So Tifa and I were just kind of walking around buying stuff. And now Tifa's gone, and I'm just trying to figure out what to do. Because I'm terrible at multitasking. Apparently I can't talk to this guy. There's nothing out here, is there? There's steps there, but I'm not going to go down them. There's Tifa. Alright. Okay, well, are we going to talk? What's going on here? Am I going in here? Yes, looks like... Oh, hey, there's Wedge in the gang. Thank you, Nick. Alright, I figured it out without having to look at the phone. Charlie Sheen over here. I really like how they are fleshing out Avalanche's characters. I mean, I really like the Avalanche guys in the original. But I like them even more in the remake, just because you get to see their personality more. You can just see the materia up close there. If you say so. Okay. We're going to skip the tutorial because I'm sure I can figure out how to enhance my weapons.
できたかま、使いながらいろいろ試してみるんだな。
I'm hoping it's similar to how it was in the original. Just allocate the materia to the weapon and watch your stats go up.
すぐにスラムに知れ渡るよ。クラウドさんのためなら腹ペコでも街中を練り歩くっす。
Nick, did you beat the last putting challenge?
クラウド、一緒に
I know you said you were like finishing it out of spite, basically.
道知らないでしょ。
How many times have you beaten 7 Remake?
任せて。スラムで一番のガイドよ。
Alright, Tifa joined the party. Saving game data and our checkpoint is updated. Okay. So I'm guessing we're just supposed to go to 7th Heaven now.
瓦礫通りはスラムの西の方。モンスターよけの防護壁の向こう側。念のため準備はしっかりね。
ウェッジも言ってたんですか。経験だ。
ティファちゃん、気をつけてな。
ここが瓦礫通り。
モンスターが喜びそうなところだ。
ゴミもモンスターも増える一方。
Alright, running through a junkyard with Tifa. Maybe we can find some CRT monitors. I can impress her with my knowledge of these things. Also, with my knowledge of beating up evil scorpions here. I'm putting in challenge. I'm almost a chapter 4 out of 11. I beat 7 Remake. Tried the hard mode. It's super difficult. I probably am not going to try the hard mode right away. Unless I fall in love with the game and decide how to cheat on it. I don't know. I already really love this game. This might be my favorite PS4 game. So you're on chapter 4 of 11. And, yeah. Did you watch PewDiePie play through it? Because his reactions to that one love scene, quote-unquote, are really funny. Yeah, it's, I mean, honestly, compared to... Ooh, giant rats. This game, like, looks insanely better than that game. I mean, I don't really know how 7 Remake was reviewed, but, I don't know. I mean, Final Fantasy VII is my favorite video game, and I can say thus far, playing this, I am thoroughly enjoying it. My only problem is I haven't played it enough, which is one reason why I'm playing it with you guys, because I just want to play it, because I love doing these streams, and I don't get enough time to play this game. My problem is though, I'm not good at multitasking.
覚えるのか。
ここで暮らすんでしょ。さあ、もう一息頑張ろう。
You know, I'm afraid I'm just gonna miss story stuff if I do this on a stream. But it's fun to stream this, because I really love, I love this game, and I love doing the streams, so. But I'm that kind of person where, like, an RPG is like a book, so I don't want to miss anything. And I know as viewers, you don't want to just sit here and listen to silence. You want to have something to entertain you, as you should. Anyone remember Owen Hart when he joined the Nation of Domination and wore wore yellow police tape? He could pull that off. It was like impressive. Alright, here come giant weird crabs. Or scorpions, whatever the hell these things are. That might be the last of them.
後ろ向きだな。束の間でもこの町に平和をもたらしました。めでたしめでたしでしょ。
そうか。
すぐに評判が広まると思うよ。さあ、ビッグスたちのところに戻る。
Alright, we're gonna go see Biggs and Wedge. Charlie Sheen and the kid from 2.5 Men have grown up, and Jake is his name, and they've joined Avalanche to try to keep the planet safe by blowing up bad guy places. 7 Remake got some decent praise from my understanding. There's some differences between original and remake as far as story. That doesn't bother me though, because I'm not expecting this to be super. I'm not. Okay, let me put it this way. I would not be upset about there being differences in the story, because I know that this is a different game than the original. I'm not playing 7 Remake with the expectation that this is going to be the 32-bit version just with updated graphics. And in fact, I don't want this to be the 32-bit version with updated graphics, because I like the graphics on the original version. I just love the game and I want to keep experiencing it in new ways. And that's why I'm playing this game. I've read some stuff on it and I keep seeing people in love with it. I don't get why people love putting in... Wait, hang on a second, what? The biggest controversy in this game was the change in outfit for Tifa in fear of censoring it. She does look a little less... She does look slightly less buxom, which is kind of weird. She wore like a sports bra, too. She wasn't wearing that in the original. I don't get why people love putting challenge. It's got some perks. The story is the hang-up for me. Oh, you're talking about Last of Us. The story in that sounds horrendous. Like it sounds like it's really poorly written, and the people that wrote the poorly written story are mad that people are like disagreeing with them, and like everyone has the same opinion on that game that cares about video games. Decent gameplay, pretty graphics, horrible writing. Like everyone says that, except like the news media that's like saying, "Oh, this needs to be like a 20 out of 10 because they've been hawking it so hard." And I mean, it seems like it really disrespected the original game. But like, for example, like deaths in video games, right? Like Eris dying in Final Fantasy VII, that doesn't bother me, right? Because it was well done. I mean, and it was part of the story. It was organic. It wasn't forced. It wasn't like forced to basically say like, hey, we're making a feminist game and we're going to kill off the male character to create a sense of strong women. Like, that wasn't the point of that at all. Like, Eris was like pretty much everyone's... everyone really loved Eris because she was such a well-written, good female character. I mean, not just that. People just thought she was pretty and nice and cool, you know? I really like in this remake that you get to see a little bit more up close the fashion of people in Midgard here. I might just play this game on hard. Like, I don't know, like how hard the hard mode is. Like I'm never one to like back down from a challenge. But I'm also someone with not a ton of time on their hands either. I'm someone who might just keep beating this game on the easy mode. Because my replay value is not necessarily like, oh, let me play this for more stuff. It's more like, I really like this game. I'm going to keep playing it. Getting my steps in, just jogging away. I'm gonna run over this pipe here. I wonder if our potentially inappropriate Switch game is done.
今月のモンスター討伐数が出たよ。
協力者の選定中。
最新のモンスタ
We're
ー
approaching 3 hours on the stream. Alright, we gotta get back to Biggs and Wedge and the gang here. No, we're going in the wrong direction here. See again. So fun fact about me. When I was playing the original Final Fantasy VII, I backtracked so far at the start of the second disc that I was so insanely overpowered for the entire game. It wasn't a bad thing, so I could just whiz through the game, but still, it was ridiculous. No, we're getting farther away from it now. This seems to be the right direction. Hmm.
今月のモンスター討伐数が出たよ。見て見て、最新のモンスター討伐数だよ。
Alright, come on, Noel. Let's survey the environment here.
協力者の選定中。
Guys with hats and guns. Where were Biggs and Wedge? Were they in that scrap heap? I'm trying to run toward that exclamation point. Alright, things are going down, so that must mean we're on the right track. No, now they're going back up again, so that means we're on the wrong track, I'm assuming. No, now they're going up again. Another reason why I like to play RPGs in private is because it's like, oh, I can get lost, and this won't be as embarrassing. Not that I'm not that easy a person to embarrass, because I'm used to making a public spectacle of myself. Well, it looks like we're on the right path now, I guess. Oh yeah, Biggs and Wedge were upstairs. That's right. I wonder if Barrett's with him. Talking about how he pities the fool and loves milk, hates planes.
ちゃんと倒したよ。
What reviews will you do next? Yes. See, it's funny, Nick, because like you'll give me this advice and then I'll figure it out after suffering through it. But it's good. I mean, you know, because I'm figuring it out on my own without actually looking at what you're saying. What reviews will I do next? That's a good question. Probably. Oh. I would like to review Marvel vs. Capcom EX Edition. I would like to review the PlayStation version of the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure games. I would like to review some Kunio-kun on the Famicom. Variable Geo for the PlayStation. So a lot of the stuff that we've done here, I might like to just kind of look at and kind of chill a bit more. Do it in a kind of a more like solo way. I mean, I love doing the streams too, but when I do a review, I get a little bit more time. Just as like, oh, it's just me in the thing to talk about. Well, I mean, Santino's there too sometimes, but that I think just adds some charm and fun to the experience. I definitely want to review Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad VHS tape. So that is probably going to be the next thing I review. But if we're talking about video games, I've got some things I'm thinking about. Alright, this is awesome. I'm going to pause this, though. We're going to see if our Switch game is downloaded. Oh, look at Switch Noel. He's adorable. Oh, looks like it's done. Alright, let's see what this is like. I'm sure this is going to be very tasteful. Not weird at all. See, I'm right off the bat. Oh, look, you can... So, okay, so I'm thinking this game is, like, basically you live in a house filled with pretty women. And I think this is supposed to be some kind of, like, text RPG thing. And I'm guessing, like, the decisions you make affects who you end up with. That's my assumption here. Look forward to it. Awesome. I look forward to making it. Let's try to zoom the camera back here a bit. I will definitely be reviewing more anime. What are our options here? These girls are blinking at us here. So that's good. You can, hello? That's good. Well, it certainly is summer. Yes, it is. Please enter your name. My name is not Shota. That must be my character's name in this game. Or they're just assuming that people who buy this game's name is Shota. Alright, well, I'm gonna call myself Noel here, because that is my name. How do I capitalize here, down here? You guys said you wanted more RPGs, so... here we go. Okay, it's Natsumi, she's 20. Alright, okay. Okay, so this looks like an RPG kind of video thing. She seems to... I made the decision myself and brought you back to my room. Hope you'll not blame me when you wake up. What the... okay. Do you have a nickname? Shota. My nickname? No, Noel. That's, you know. In high school, they used to call me Noli Cannoli sometimes. So... can I just talk to her here? The free time of your schedule will be used for the rest of the day. Start a new day. Wait a second. Save information? I don't understand. Can because if these games are supposed to be about, like, building relationships and, like, people are playing these games because they don't know how to talk to girls, They need to actually have you be able to talk to the girls in these games. Natsumi. Okay, so see, she's a fan of cool 80s shoulder fashion, which is nice. And also a fan of Dukes of Hazzard shorts, which shows a good deal of courage, considering how unpopular that show is in this day and age. So the memories has got to be me finding her stumbling in a stupor. Alright, fine, we're just going to start a new day. Natsumi wakes up. Okay. So I'm assuming she's angry that she's waking up in a stranger's home. No, you don't understand. I took you here because I didn't want you to get in trouble. I didn't want you to get eaten by badgers. And we all know in that area you passed out and it was the badger district. And I was so nice that I actually, washed her clothes because badgers had, made a bit of a mess of them. Here, take this jersey here. Captain America. You're welcome. See, now she's happy about it. Oh, you see the game I have right here? You give her the Captain America jersey and make some jokes about her getting assaulted by badgers, and you get a phone number. That's some good stuff right there. All right, good deal. It was worth the 3.5 hours to download this game. Why do I have gold? Like, what? I don't understand. What is this gold culture art? It's a new day, apparently. Surprised Pokimane hasn't made a game like this. How much was this? I don't remember. I want to say it was like $20 on the Switch store. So I downloaded Summer Sweetheart and Sunset Riders and this RPG that's downloading right now, and Dragon Quest XI, all recently. This Zombie Panic Wonderland is kind of interesting. It's like a weird shooter. It's kind of like a rail shooter. Bells and Whistles is great. We played Blade Strangers. We could do some versus Super Mario Brothers as well. I think $20 you could get a lot more bang for your buck. Whether that to be taken literally or figuratively. I don't know how much banging is going to go on in this game. So, I'm assuming none, but there could be some. I don't know. Okay, I'm intrigued to see how this is going to turn out, but we should probably... I'm still wide awake, and we still have some battery left on the phone. But maybe we should... Do you want to, check out some of these other games around the Switch, or do you want to keep playing... Alright, we're going to keep... There's a little bit more of this. I don't get any of this scheduling stuff here. Am I asleep? Is that what's happening here? I don't understand. Is this like a sleeping simulator now? I don't think you can legally put anything explicit on consoles. Yeah. Unless it's a stunning and brave zombie epic. Alright, it's a new day. Who else can I rescue from badgers? Can I talk to her? Like, what the hell is this? Can I text her? Is that how we're gonna do this? We're like... Couture, take a costume gift and dress up your girl? What? Okay, I can call her. Okay, I'm gonna call her up.
もしもし、早く行って。ちょうど今新しいインスピレーションが湧いてるの。
Is she asking me to buy her a house? Because that's not how you forge healthy relationships here. I know we just met, but can you pay my rent for me? Let's play basketball together. Oh wait, are we making a date here? Are we looking at apartments together? Because that would be like moving really fast. Can we take a walk together? In the daytime? I don't understand what I'm doing here. And because instruction manuals are now a thing of the past here. Alright, I'm gonna figure out how to play more of this game later, because I'm deeply intrigued. I just want to see how the hell this plays out. Why don't we play some Kunio-kun here? So Kunio-kun is River City Ransom, which is a very popular game from the 80s. I was also Renegade, and in addition to that, it also had a bunch of other really cool Japanese games. So this comes with Double Dragon. It's just got a really nice screen here. It looks just like the Famicom Mini screen here. I'm gonna check out this Neketsu Fighting Legend game for the Famicom here. One day, Kunio was heading home from school. Hey, what's this? A love letter? Aw, it's from a guy. The letter was an invite to a tournament. Whoever wins will be crowned the strongest man. In all of Japan's high schools. And you've been chosen to participate. I like this story. But you're also free to decline. No, I'm going to accept. I'm going to punch some face. We have no need for cowards, strong men only. Show us what you've got. Saber Tiger. Wow, a martial arts tournament, huh? You've got some guts to challenge me. I love the Famicom's style of graphics. Are you going to take part 2, Kunio? So this looks like Karate Champ with Kunio-kun in it, which is an awesome idea. I love the fact that these games are now in English, too, which is great. My name is... No, not... Can I go back, please? Okay. Oh. Oh, son of a bitch. Alright, I don't want to swear here. Okay. Like, the freaking controls on this are so sensitive here. Or I don't know my own strength here. Okay, let's do this again. N. No. Oh, come on. Like, the hardest part about this game is, like, putting your name in there. N. O. E. L. Alright, we finally did it. It was brutal. Not in a bad way, though. My birthday is... 12/18. I don't know my blood type. That's a big thing in Japan, is knowing your blood type and having to do with your personality. I want to say I'm like O. I think. Yes. Partner password, sure. No, I don't. Never mind, I don't. Okay. So let's see, you can choose from different fighting styles here. I guess like Street Fighter, Kung Fu, and Judo. I'm gonna go with another brawler here. Although I don't know, maybe martial arts would be good. Let's go with Riki here. Hit combos 10 times to win. Alright, let's fight. Okay. Come on, come on. I'm just kicking and punching this one dude here. I'm like wearing the orange pants and just got flung across the room there. This is pretty fun. You know, Famicom's not noted for being really great at fighting games, but this is utilizing what it does well. Cute, you know, cool chibi graphics. And then 2-button, kind of simplistic 2-button timing here. Although I don't know how well I'm doing here. I mean, I can see my... We got one of the guys down, though. Can we jump? Yeah, I hit both of them at the same time, I guess. Looks like I'm a little out of breath. Gotta remember to breathe when I punch. Alright, we got him. Alright, we won. Good deal. Made it to level 2. This is fun. Alright, we'll do one more match, then we'll wrap up the stream here. I will definitely stream more from the PlayStation Mini as soon as I get the updated version of it. Am I down? Can I get up, get up? There's some cool extreme delinquent fighting here. I love Famicom games too. I just like feel like I'm just put down an 80s manga. And I'm playing some cool family computer. You know what I'd love to actually get also is I mean, a lot of the games are in Japanese, though, so if I'd love to try to get the games in English, it would have to require someone hacking it. The Shonen Jump Famicom, which basically is a gold Shonen Jump that kind of plays with the yellowing idea of a Famicom, but like makes it gold and fills it with Shonen Jump games. Crap! Get up, get up, get up! Bring forth Burly Protector and save me! Aw, oh, man! Come on, Riki. Take this guy down. I hit that guy, but I fell into a wall of electricity. Alright, we're good here. Alright. Alright. So, there we have it, guys. That is our stream for tonight. Played lots of interesting things. We played some fighters. We played some Final Fantasy VII. Played some oddly structured Japanese dating game. And then we played a little bit of a Kunio-kun. So, good stuff. I'll be on YouTube, all the time. I'm going to be doing some reviews of various things. Diego was talking a little bit about that, and we'll do a live stream again in a day or two. So just be on the lookout for whenever you see a notification. So I don't know, next day or so. Probably not Wednesday because that's when I watch AEW Dynamite. But definitely we'll be streaming in the near future, and be sure to check out other upcoming reviews. Once again, thank you for stopping by the stream. It's always fun to game with you guys. Thank you, Nick, for helping me be slightly less lost playing Final Fantasy VII. Diego, thank you for your friendship and your cool interests. And Arrow, thanks for all your friendship and cool interests as well. I always enjoy talking to you guys about International Channel, old animes, and video games. So, cool stuff. All right, it is time has flown. It does not feel like it's 1:30, but apparently it is. So let's all get some sleep. And until next time, guys, I'm Noel. You take care. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the very near future. Bye-bye.